Rain is the bane of my life, it really is. It interrupts all my walks, it stops all my DIYs. Morning. I'm doing some upgrades to the van, some things that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and it's filmed over multiple days because I haven't had enough time to just do one big van day or one couple of big van days. Whatever upgrades I do in this video, you will come along with me, and it might be something that you guys want to do as well. So what I've wanted to do for a long time is utilise this space here. So what we're going to do is this phone we're going to have in here, linked up to a USB, go into a screen that goes on here, that then goes to the power source that's down here. So this is the screen. I've gone for like a retro kind of TV screen look. Now all it is just double-sided taped onto this frame that I've made, and it's just MDF hardboard and some skewers that we use on the barbecue that I've chopped down just to make it look all snazzy. Actually goes that way. There we go. And I'm going to put that up here like this. So we've got a nice screen for if we're traveling or watching videos in bed and stuff. Also, sometimes I sit like this in the van chilling out, which is nice. You know, there's plenty of space for me to chill out, and that is the perfect position for a screen to be while I'm chilling out. I'm gonna have to take this off so I can get to the back, because what I don't want to do is put unsightly screws in the front here. Let's crack on and see what I can break today. Becoming a bit of a pain. Something that you just think, oh, I'll just attach a screen to a wall. No. But anyway, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, which is all good. Oh, I thought I'd knocked my diesel heater off then. As in, like, I'd knocked the wires, but I haven't. They're all safe. Not even straight. Not even straight. No chance. That's not going up. That's straight. Solid. Connected. It comes on. Check it out. I've got a screen in the van now. How ace is that? The phone is just in this little cupboard here, which is awesome. And then I've got the power I'll do some B-roll just down here, plugged into the USB socket, so I can take the power out if I need it. But now it's time to tidy up, because it is an absolute mess in here. There's all sawdust and everything, so it's tidy up his time, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so bye. So it's another day. I'm still wearing a black hoodie, but the other one had a zip. Don't judge me, it's a different one. So I've made a few changes in the van. Some of it I didn't record because I didn't know we were going to do it until I started doing it and I got in the zone and all that. So what I've done is I've changed the door cupboard on the cupboard above the sink unit. I have done the kickboard, which is in front of the seat that I'm sat on now, the bit that says Yorkshire on it, and I've done exactly the same with that. Bit of MDF, fabloned it with white, and then trimmed it so it just looks neat and nice. Another change that I made was I bought basically what is an extension lead. What I've done is I've mounted it into my unit just over to the right here next to the sink. We don't use the sink. And now that's plugged into the Delta 2, which stays in the cupboard. So that means I've got access to a 240 volt plug socket off-grid all the time without having to go into the cupboard to access the plugs at the back of the Delta 2. Now there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. The first one is the other day I did a wedding, in fact this Saturday. And after the wedding was brilliant, the couple was amazing. And after the wedding, I got back in the van, backed up, had a cuppa, did all my usual stuff, and then got in the van to drive away, and my battery was flat on the van. A few hours later, AA comes out, charges up my battery for me. Within seconds, I were on my way. I spoke to the AA guy and I said, what did you just use to charge up my battery there? and he showed me the thing that he'd used, and I'm like, I need one of those in my life. And it's a Noco Boost. The battery was completely flat. It was just clicking on but not turning over. He attached that to the positive side of the battery, that to the negative side of the battery. He told me to get in the car, started straight away. I'm like, that is just brilliant, absolutely amazing. So as soon as I got back, I'm like, I'm getting one of these. So the AGM battery that we've got in the van, it's our second leisure battery. The first one was a lead acid, just standard 90 amp hour lead acid battery, bought at a budget when we built the van. And then we upgraded to an AGM, thinking that it would last longer and be better, and 120 amp hours would be better. Now, again, it's all user error. The first battery that we had, we took the voltage down too low and damaged the cells in the battery, so we had to replace it. I've done exactly the same with this AGM. What we've decided is we're going to get a lithium leisure battery in the van. With that in mind, we've also had to purchase, it never ends, does it? We've had to purchase a specific lithium battery charger, because the battery charger that we've got in this cupboard here is for lead acid batteries or gel batteries. So it will technically charge the lithium battery, but it's not going to be good for it. So we had to go out and get a lithium battery charger. So we went and got this Victron battery charger just here. It's basically just a straight swap, because it's a 12 volt battery, straight swap, apart from the charger, which has to be lithium specific. So that was a palaver, getting all the wires down the back of the units. When I first installed the electrics in the van, these units weren't here, so it was easy to just put it in some trunking and send it through. I'm going to attach it to this wall just here, and I've got a little top tip for you. I always find it really difficult to get screws in, hold the screwdriver or the drill you're using, and also hold the unit in place at the same time. It's kind of like you need 3 pairs of hands. So what I do is I use double-sided tape and I stick that to the thing that I'm attaching, and then that will hold it temporarily in place while you can screw the screws in. So yeah, top tip, bit of double-sided tape, and you're laughing. Nice. Sadly, I can't show you any B-roll of me screwing the screws in because the cupboard's that small. I can't get the camera and me and the drill in. So another thing I'm changing is the location of my fire extinguisher. Now, I had it in this cupboard just down here, which was absolutely fine. You know, you can get to it, no problems. However, when the bed's out, you can't get this cupboard door open. So it would be all battle station nation, and you'd probably lose some precious time putting the bed away to get the cupboard door open to get this out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to mount it in this cupboard, out of the way, just on this wall there. So it's not in the way, but it's easily accessible. I am rebuilding the shelf in the corner of nothingness. It'll make sense when I do a bit of B-roll for it, and I've been wanting to do it for such a long time, and also add a door. So I'm going to add a door, and I'm going to do it in white MDF so it matches the rest of the stuff, and it's going to look awesome. Fingers crossed. So this is my old shelf, and although it looks good and it's fine and it's all carpeted and nice, it's not the look that I wanted to go for. But I've got a template now, I've got all the angles that I can use, and I can make this look well snazzy with this MDF wood that I have got. Oh, nice and spicy, aye. That's all right, is that? Right then, let's get these bad boys fitted and I'll let you know how wrong it goes. Look at that, how nice is that? That's lovely, that's gonna go here. Look all snazzy and nice, so I'm gonna get that in now. Awesome! So I was kind of mid-finished, pretty much finished, apart from installing the battery, which has arrived by the way. And then I had a stroke of genius last night, and I thought to myself, the van would look amazing with an oak wooden worktop. So I started looking, and oak is so expensive, it's untrue. So in my ultimate wisdom, I looked on Facebook Marketplace. And anyway, I found a tabletop used, completely free. Just had to go to Bradford to pick it up, and now I'm sanding it down. Rain is the bane of my life, it really is. It interrupts all my walks, it stops all my DIYs. Anyway, we've got the cupboard in, that's looking nice and snazzy and lovely. Nice and spicy and lovely jubbly. And also, this is in and looking nice and spicy and lovely. We've just got the end wall to put on, but I need to chop that down because obviously this is thicker. It's probably about 1 centimetre thicker than the other stuff, so it means that this is now too tall to fit, so it needs chopping down a little bit. But the rain has got other ideas, hasn't it? So my battery from Renogy has arrived. It's a AGM 100 amp hour lithium battery, because our leisure battery is completely defunct really. It don't charge properly. I think basically what I did is I left the fridge on too long one day when it were already low, and I've absolutely destroyed it, so it's not charging up properly or anything like that, so gutted. And also send food parcels because we are now skint. But yeah, this battery's got Bluetooth built in. I don't know what that means until I plug it in. And also I'm waiting on the panel as well. So there's a panel that I got with this, because what I did is, and a little tip for you is, if you want to buy something, say from a major company like Renogy or Victron or something like that, go onto YouTube, type in Renogy discount code, and then filter it so then it's the most recent video, because then it'll come up with a video that's been posted in the last month or so, and the discount code will be valid, and you'll get up to 10, 15, sometimes 20% off some stuff, which is what we did. And that meant that we could, with the difference, we could get the panel. I think we spent about $399 altogether, which actually isn't too bad, considering I think I spent about 180, 200 pounds on my AGM battery. So happy days. So the EcoFlow I've put in here, and I've raised it up a bit as well, so that means we've got storage underneath so we can slide stuff in, and it's not in the way and stuff like that. We're not putting things on top of the EcoFlow. So yeah, happy days on that. There's also a plug socket just here, which is already plugged into the back of the EcoFlow. If we're on electric hookup, we can just plug it in here and then charge it up if solar's not very good. But at the moment, solar has been working brilliantly, and it's been fully charging the EcoFlow up to 100%, so it's 100% now, and it's not been that sunny today, which is great. Right then, success, the battery is in. It was charged to 34% when I got it, so I've popped the electric hookup on, and I'm at 35.7 now. The Victron charger is working a dream. All is good in the hood. Right, I need to just check the fridge, make sure that works, the diesel heater works, and everything else is on, the lights are on, we're all good. I just need to check the fridge. Okay, super. DIY continues on the van, and it's with the Renogy 1 Schminky Dink. That's arrived. It came in a box that's like from Apple. And that's the unit there. There are 3 switches that you can wire in, like lights or LEDs or anything you want into there. So you can add those, which are ace, and then a screen there which will monitor my battery performance, so I can see it at a glance rather than having to go in the app. But also there is an app as well. And then the mounting plate and everything, and the instruction manual comes with, this is ace, this is a nice touch, this, a cutout thing, so you can take it out the page, stick it to the place that you're going to do the cutout, and then you've got a template there, which I think is ace. The wire that it comes with is humongous. It's properly massive. So you've got the 2 wires there. One goes to the negative terminal on the battery, the other one goes to the positive terminal on the battery, and then this end, which is massive, goes to the Renogy 1, which is basically just a little plug, and it goes into the Renogy 1. It's a plug and play pretty much. Let's get this bad boy installed. See you bye. So I figured out where I'm going to put it, and it's going to be on the fascia plate just on the cupboards, so that I can see the reading when I'm laid down in bed, when I'm sat up doing stuff, or if I'm outside the van looking in, at least I can see the battery levels on that. So that's where it's going to go. I've got my trusty tool, and I think everyone should have one of these if you own a camper van. And it basically cuts holes in walls, wooden walls obviously, so then you can get straight lines and stuff like that. So I'm going to get the mounting template cut out and on the wall, get that measured up and get this installed. Nice. So that's it, installed, done. Relatively straightforward, just the negative to the negative side of the battery, the positive to the positive side of the battery, plug it into the back, screw it into the wall, done. You can add other devices like lights with the switches on the side. Now it's giving me the reading of what's left on the battery, and it's at 99% because I put it on charge last night. And I've turned the fridge on and it's saying there's a current draw of 2.6 amps. So it's telling me that the time remaining on the battery with the current draw is 1 day and 13 hours. So I know that I can run this fridge for 1 day and 13 hours with the pump continually on. Now it's probably more like 2 days, because once like I said, the fridge gets to temperature, it's just going to keep, it's not going to be using any power at all. So I am done. Everything is done now in the van that I've wanted to do, and well, I say everything. It probably isn't, is it? There's always something to do in a van. There's always some little mini change after you've been away in it a while, and then you realise actually that you want to change something about the van. But that's the beauty about owning a van, I suppose. Anyway, so just to summarise the things that we've done in the van, I have fitted the plug socket down here. It was up here in the previous bit of the van build before I sourced this worktop. So yeah, the plug socket's in there, which goes directly to the EcoFlow under there. So I've got an off-grid 240 volt plug socket. The EcoFlow is linked to my solar panels, which is charging it up fully every single day after I've used it. I fit the Renogy panel, I've fit the Renogy battery, I fit this screen that I got, you know, it was cheap as, in fact, didn't cost me anything to do, spare bits of wood, screen, an old phone, everything like that. I've changed the cabinets up here so then they all match. I've rebuilt this cabinet here, again with all spare bits of wood that I had lying around, and Formica, whatever it's called, Fablon, and then Fablon that. Got rid of the gas and the sink, because the gas, got rid of the hob and the sink because we don't need that. Tiled the walls, it does look good. Michelle thought it was like blown vinyl and squishy, but it's not. The proper solid and really, really good to get. So I'll put a link in the description below to that. Shored up all of the cupboards and everything, put new L brackets in, made them as solid as, fixed them to the wall differently. What else have I done? I spent a lot of late nights drinking beer in here after doing something. Oh yeah, and I've treated the surface on the oak top. So it needs ideally 3 coats just to make it perfectly waterproof. It's had 2 coats and it's 5 hours between each coat, so yeah, that's all good. There are a few little things that I want to do, like put some sealant on the edges and then put some decorator's cork in the tiny little joins that I've got, because the sealant will stop any water dropping down should we spill anything. But I think that is everything. I am absolutely whacked. It's probably been about 3 days solid, maybe 4 days solid, over about 2 or 3 weeks to film this video. But you know, we've got there, we've done it, and now the reward is we are going on a trip to Mason's campsite in Apple Tree Week, and I can't wait for you to see that. That will be in next week's video. There'll be a full campsite tour for you guys, and if you've not yet liked and subscribed and you've got this far with my waffle and my bad DIY, then please like and subscribe, because it really helps the channel. We can make more content for you guys. So, signing off. Take care, guys. You're awesome. Stay lovely. See you. Bye. Now then, already second word in, flies down. There we go. Recording, yeah. Sorry about my ass. Brilliant. Everywhere. Oh. And the plug socket can be... no. That was a palaver. I fed the wire from the... So this is the plug that's... Right. Oh, hello. Just, why is it raining? It didn't even forecast it. It don't even say on the weather forecast that it's raining right now. Met Office, if you're watching, anyone from the Met Office, get your act together. So despite cutting my finger, nice. I wasn't recording before, I don't think. Let's just check. So I've had to do a lot of it by hand, so I'm going to wake up in the morning with a certain arm, which I won't mention because, you know, it's rude.